Hello, my earth angels. Welcome into our very first weekly angel and ancestor message here at Ethereal Ancestors. I thank you guys so much for joining me here, especially if you're coming over from Cusp of Roses, our main channel. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Gabrielle, and I'm super excited to bring forward weekly ancestral and angelic messages from the realm for you all to help guide you throughout these 7-day forecasts. Now, keep in mind, even though there is a date in the title, this can be relevant for the next 7 days from whenever this reading finds you, okay? But in my meditation for this message, I was getting something very clear through the emotional body. It felt like there's a need to hold space for your emotions over the next 7 days, because from that emotional energy that might rise comes some form of creation. Okay, or there's something's meant to be created from that emotional energy. So some of y'all that might be artists or like to channel your emotions into different things, this would be a really beautiful time to do that kind of work. Allow whatever to come up, and then put it out on paper, put it on your canvas, put it in your music, dance it through your body, sing about it, write about it, drum about it, play your instruments, whatever it is. Create about it too. Like the emotions that are coming up over the next 7 days are meant to be put into a creation, are meant to help you create something with intention. Like it's to fuel the intentions around a creation. So whether that is like, it doesn't necessarily have to be artistic. It could be a project you're working on, maybe something you do for work. Use the emotional body, use what's coming up in the emotions as the intention for those creations, okay? Even if you're not well-versed or comfortable with art, this would be a beautiful week to just see what comes out of you. Try, okay? You never know what you're good at or what you're capable of until you give it a shot. But that seemed to be the more like stronger energy from the ancestral angelic realm. It's like we're rising and bringing something up into your awareness through your emotional body. Use it with intention to create something. Don't let it stay stuck in your body. Manifest it into something tangible, okay? Channel it into something tangible, okay? Whether for you or for others. All right? So let's see, what's all of that energy? What's this coming up in the emotional body over the next 7 days? Who's guiding that? The moon. Yeah, okay, we have the full moon. On the cusp of Scorpio and Sagittarius. Okay. Take note of intuitive messages. Yeah. It could be as simple as journaling what you feel, writing something quickly down, whatever kind of pops up in your energy. Making sure that you're keeping a record of it. Who else is guiding through this? Yeah, the mirror guardian. Take time to reflect on what comes up too. Okay. Be fearless and stand strong in that warrior spirit showing up here. Medicine guardian. So what you intentionally create could actually be a modality for healing, not only again for you, but for others. Okay. Some of y'all need to take your creations or your creative ability a little bit more seriously. There you go, High Priest. Okay, clarify, intend and create with the High Priest. Who else is here? Guiding my earth angels. Drum, dream, and journey. Yeah, ancestral sounds. You're being guided by an ancestral presence to exchange energy to create abundance. That's what I'm saying. It's something that you might feel guided to create over the next 7 days. Could be a channel or a new stream of abundance for you. Whether it initiates new abundance for you, whether it can be used to create abundance for others and for yourself. Channel your intentions properly, okay? Maybe even pay attention or make the things that you do ritualistically. Like, we don't really realize how many rituals we do. Getting up out of your bed is a ritual. Waking up at the same time every day, ritual. Brushing your teeth, washing your face, cleansing your body, doing your hair, ritual. Getting dressed, ritual. All of that. Skincare, ritual. Working out, ritual. Everything is a ritual. So try to be a little bit more mindful and intentional about those ritualistic practices you do over the next 7 days, and see if it shifts your emotional body. Because maybe some of y'all are just kind of moving through the motions, not really putting mind to matter, not really putting mind to action. The divine kind of wants you to pay attention to that, because yeah, it's kind of like just mindlessly doing something at the gym and you get hurt because you're not really present in the moment and present in the actions. Your presence is your intention. Okay. Okay. And we got shaman. Oh, wait, no, that's 7. Hold on. Let me make sure this is, excuse me, baby. Got my pupper in here with me. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hold on. Maybe we could fit 8. Give me 1 second. Just gotta make sure this fits as best as possible across the screen. Okay, give me 1 more. Tell me more about this energy exchange, Fire Guardian, because it's gonna ignite your passions. Like I said, some of y'all might want to give something a try. Something that you might be kind of interested in, but maybe you've convinced yourself you're not really all that great at, or, you know, you really don't know. You might actually be gifted in it. It's like, take a pottery class or a painting class or something like that. Like, ooh, some of my favorite things to do is, like, if you look up on YouTube, those Bob Ross tutorials, they're kind of fun to follow. Okay, get your favorite little snack or your favorite little drink and just see where that takes you. Okay, you might actually, again, have a talent that you're not even aware of that might ignite a passion in you. Give you something to look forward to, give you something to pour yourself into. Some of y'all are like swelling up with water. Oh, well, I'm no doctor, so please go get checked out if you feel kind of swollen in your energy, or if you're holding a lot of water in your body. But maybe that's it. Yeah, it's emotional energy though. I meant metaphorical water. Yeah, it's like some of y'all are swelling up with emotions that need to find an outlet, that you need to pour out. Okay. Yeah, let's talk about it. The 3 of Swords. Okay. Some of y'all, it is how you feel about a particular person, a situation. Maybe there's some forgiveness work that needs to happen. Channeling that energy, what it is you feel, whatever feels like, whatever energy might be blocking you from forgiving, put that out into something, okay? Yeah, love and submission cures illness. This could have to do with your paternal line, okay? The lineage of your father. Maybe there's still some heartbreak or 3 of Swords kind of energy around that. That could also be clearing up and coming up for you as what is blocking you from some sort of abundance during this full moon on the 31st. Or, well, we're still in the full moon. By the time you see this, I'm doing this reading a little bit ahead of it. Okay. King of Swords. Yeah, take time to reflect. Mirror Guardian. Take time to reflect on what comes up, again, over the next 7 days, from whenever you see this. There's an opportunity to channel or get to that space of forgiveness that's needed and necessary for you to be open enough in your energy to exchange and create abundance for yourself. It's like a stream of sorrow that's ready to kind of dry up in your energy. Clarify the Warrior. Death. Oh, wow. Be fearless and stand strong. Yeah. Endings and rebirth. Yeah, don't be afraid to face that 3 of Swords. Don't be afraid to be honest about whatever that energy is. Are you holding on to something? Do you really need to let something go? Some of y'all might have convinced yourself that you're over something and you might not be, and that's okay. Yeah, the 5 of Swords, be open to healing information. The desire to know and the acquisition of wisdom. Exactly. So it's like the more you reflect on this 3 of Swords energy that might be surfacing around this full moon, or might has already come up for you, the more you reflect on the source of it, where it comes from, why it's really there. What do you really feel that has those 3 swords in your heart? The more wisdom you can kind of gain from it, the more you know about yourself, and the more you can set up practices and rituals for you to move or protect yourself from that energy. To shift or protect. That kind of seems like the motion here over the next 7 days. You're either shifting energy or you're protecting yourself from energy. Clarify. High Priest. 7 of Swords. 5 of Swords to the 7 of Swords. Yeah, knowledge of good and evil. Appeases divine anger. For those of you that maybe connect with your ancestors or have altars, you might need to make an offering. Okay, if that's something you do. Not everybody has to do that, but that doesn't always have to look like an altar. You can offer your time, you can offer positive intention, you know, sit with it enough, because it does feel like it could be ancestral anger, ancestral sorrow that's ready to channel or move through you. I just heard it's a gift you've been given in some sort of way. You might not look at it like that, but it is. It's a gift of connection. It's a gift of feeling connected. You feel that 3 of Swords because you were or are connected. Do you see what I'm saying? Feeling is a gift. As tiresome and as exhausting as it can be, it is a gift. Okay, and then you got the 10 of Pentacles, dream and journey. The inner and outer work, okay? Protects against disasters. Yeah, that's the abundance. So there is some forgiveness maybe in the heart chakra that has to happen over the next 7 days, or just will naturally flow out of you, or you will flow into, okay? Allow yourself to do that work, whatever you do feel called to do. Some of y'all, that might look like releasing anger, crying, screaming. If you need to go to a boxing class, punch something out, go to a rage room to just get that energy out of your body, because it might not be all sorrow. It might not be melancholy. It could definitely be anger and rage. And you just need to like get it out so that it doesn't fester in your body and create dis-ease. Okay, and block you from some sort of abundance that you intend to create and your angels and ancestors intend for you to create. Okay, clarify. Yeah, the 8 of Cups. Transformation gives consolation in adversity. Yeah, you gotta let go of something in the emotional body in order to receive. That's what's blocking the heart chakra. Okay. Yeah. And again, normal, natural, very human. I do weekly chakra healing messages now over at Cusp of Roses, for those of you that might not be familiar with the main channel that this channel stems from. So you can tune into that. I'll also post that on the community tab here on this channel. Okay. But it's a part of the transformation. It's like your emotional body's ready to release something, ready to let something go, so that that fire can come in and kind of, I almost want to say clear it out. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. God has healed. Healing. So healing can happen. Some of y'all are being initiated into a deeper layer of healing that is going to require some form of forgiveness work. Chariot. Yeah. Some of y'all might hold a little bit of resentment for the path that you've had to walk, for all the healing work that you've had to do because of your ancestors, because of your lineage, maybe more specifically your paternal lineage. Whatever that resentment is ready to be cleared out of your energy, because if you hold on to it any longer, it's going to block your abundance, babe. Yeah, block your wish fulfillment, the 9 of Cups. Healing, more healing. The Chariot comes with Archangel Michael, perseverance, success, and conflict. And Archangel Raphael is the healing angel, the medicine angel, medicine guardian. Okay. Clarify the Warrior of Death energy. The Hierophant wanted to peek out. Can I get one? The Page of Pentacles. Loyalty and allegiance. Yeah. It's like there's a part of your spirit that knows that it was going to war through that blockage, war through some sort of energy that your ancestors might have struggled with. You're just in the midst of that journey, and it is leading you to some sort of security. The Ten of Pentacles, I almost feel like that was maybe meant to be provided to you by your paternal lineage, but due to maybe their free will choices, didn't allow that structure to be set up by the time you got here. So it's kind of like you're taking on, you might feel like this, or your soul feels like this, like you're taking on the work that they should have done. So you could be a little upset about that, a little bothered by that, depending on the dynamic that you have here with your paternal lineage. It's okay. It's like there's a need to be honest about those emotions and write it out or express that in a way. Again, for those of you that are artists or creatives, like get out what you feel about having to do that work in an artistic way. Transmute it into something that could heal. Not only because you're not alone in that feeling. So many of us have that same type of warrior work to do in this lifetime. You're not alone in that. So whatever it is that you do create could also assist those that are also doing that battle. Also kind of warring that same energy. Okay. Clarify the medicine guardian with this Five of Swords. The King of Cups in reverse. Yeah. It's like it's a... I'm hearing like it's a disagreement with the masculine energy. It's a disdain for masculine energy. Resentment. King of Cups. Oh, that's a Knight. I said King of Cups. So this is somebody who's supposed to be a King of Cups. But they're coming up as a Knight of Cups in reverse. Excuse me. Perception and revelation. It's a desire to know something beyond the illusion. It's like you don't have the answers, or you might not be able to talk to anyone on your paternal lineage or trust anybody on your paternal lineage to tell you the truth. So it's like, I want to know, but I know that I'm not going to get honest answers from y'all, or, you know what I mean? I acknowledge that there's a lack of awareness on that end. So you're going to have to find the answers internally. Okay, sorry. Just getting a download. Clarify this High Priest. The Eight of Pentacles. Hold on one second. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles, intellectual talent, and provides knowledge. It's like you have the talent, you have the capability, you have the skill set, you have the know-how to be able to transmute that Five of Swords, Seven of Swords energy that might be stemming from your paternal lineage, that might have missed the boat or missed the opportunity, missed the mark on setting up some sort of structure. That's what I keep seeing. It's like there's some sort of structure that's supposed to be in place, or that was meant to be in place before you arrived in this lifetime, and it wasn't there, or it wasn't completed. And so your soul has had to take on extra work and extra energy in order to see that through, because something has to come into completion. There's a really strong energy of completion in this first 7 days of June. And maybe this is just what it looks like for y'all. Okay, clarify. The Ten of Wands. Yeah, I can't make it up. You took on that extra energy to ensure that your journey leads to the Ten of Pentacles. To ensure that that structure that is meant to be there is there. Not only for you, but those that will come after you. Okay, so tell me more about the Eight of Cups. With this trader, this exchange. Why do I... Was somebody here betrayed by somebody in their paternal lineage? Every time I hear trader, it feels like betrayal. With the Eight of Cups, somebody could have attempted to exchange your energy for some sort of abundance. Oh, okay. Some of y'all in your paternal lineage, there was a lot of temptation. They were tempted away from the work that they were supposed to be doing. and traded in that work for something for themselves. So maybe that spirit of selfishness kind of runs through your paternal lineage. Just giving y'all how it's coming up to me. Take it only if it resonates. Oh, interesting, because 7 of Cups. Yeah. Somebody, it's like they traded it in for a 7 of Cups. Makes truth known. Contemplation. Some of y'all are going to kind of see and understand this from a new perspective at the peak, or as this full moon kind of wanes out. Okay, some of y'all are already stepping into this and maybe still transmuting it as this reading is finding you. Yeah, the 8 of Wands. Makes one passionate towards God, this healing. I almost want to say your paternal lineage could have a history of turning away from their divinity, or like hardening their heart against the spirit realm in some way, shape, or form, whether they don't believe, whether it's like this energy of there is nothing higher than me, I'm the highest thing. So again, there's a lot of like arrogance, I would say, or a lot that was done from that mindset, from that energy. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles, that you are kind of here, and I know that might not be the funnest, I'm sure, but you're kind of here taking on that work. I almost want to say, whether you're masculine or feminine, doesn't necessarily matter. That work has landed on you. You know what it is? You're a firstborn. It's the firstborn energy. Okay, some of y'all are firstborns in your family, and regardless again of your gender, you are taking on the unfinished work of your paternal lineage, doing more than you were maybe intended to do in this lifetime, but because you are taking that on, the abundance that you're going to create is going to be more than was intended for this lifetime. So it all balances out. It all balances out. Okay? Okay. Balance, yeah. Completion. And I think what needs to complete is your understanding of that, so that as you continue to do that work, as you continue to move through these 10s over the next 7 days, you're doing so from the right mindset, not from that sense of being burdened or resentful or angry, but from that sense of it's work that needs to be done. I'm intelligent. I have the intellect, the intellectual talent and the knowledge to do it. Let's just get it done. Okay? And you're already doing it. A lot of this for some of y'all is subconscious, so you might not even be consciously putting effort towards that, but you're doing a lot of that work in different realms, especially if you are a dreamer. Others of you, you've been consciously unbinding your lineage, consciously taking on that work, and you're about to reach a stage of completion in that work that allows you to kind of see the other side of it and like see beyond the weight and really maybe even feel a bit of relief from that. That was also coming up in the chakra healing message I did over at Cusp of Roses, so check that out. Okay, I'll have the channel linked on the homepage, okay, for you guys. But I wanted to introduce a new deck. I got a new pocket oracle, the the Angel Answers, okay? And I'm just going to genuinely ask, generally, what answers you might need. So whatever kind of questions you have of your angels, whatever's like lingering, we're going to try to get some answers, especially in regards to this energy, okay? So can you clarify what's the intention and creation portion of this energy? What are my earth angels intended to create here from this energy this week? Big happy changes, exactly. Your intention right now over the next 7 days, and for some of y'all, the intentions that you set to create that kind of freedom, to create that balance, to create the completion of that work and of this energy is going to start manifesting in great and big ways. So you have big, happy changes ahead. What else might be the outcome of this energy? What's the outcome of this energy for my earth angels with big, happy changes? What else? What else is the outcome of this energy? Compromise. Oh, interesting. Yeah. And that's exactly what I think has been the struggle. Yes, at the bottom. Compromise. You might be a little resentful that you've had to kind of compromise certain things because of the work that wasn't done before you. And whether you fully identify with that resentment or not, it's going to be shown to you. I'm feeling a lot of energy release off of my back right now. Kind of like behind my heart. So yeah, that big happy change and that shift, because you were able to use your intellectual property, your own knowledge, to make that compromise, to take on that energy, to balance out those scales. Yeah, ooh, it's a big release. It's a really big release. Clarify. Yeah, this situation will improve. Exactly. All really genuinely because of you and the work that you've been doing, Earth Angels. The situation of your lineage, your current situation. Some of y'all have had to endure karmic cycles on behalf of your lineage. That's what I mean by taking on that work. And the situation will improve because of the work that you've done. What else is the outcome of this energy for my Earth Angels tuning in? What else is the outcome of this energy for my Earth Angels tuning in? Thank you. Yeah, like I said, trust in reverse. That's what I mean. I was like, I don't think you trust that side of the energy. Or there's always been a lot of distrust. That could be also what you've had to flip around, what you've had to compromise or make changes with, what you've had to improve. That's what I'm getting. So maybe from your paternal lineage, it's a lot of people who are very skeptical about the spirit realm, skeptical about, you know, is there a higher being? Is there not? Or what is this? Like, I don't believe in all of that. Maybe, again, full-blown atheist in some way, or, you know, very, again, heart-hardened to the spiritual realm. The ancestral, the angelic, and the spirit realms. Not trusting of it. You have created that bond of trust, which is what's allowing this energy to improve, not only in your life, but for those around you and connected to you. Clarify. What's the outcome of this energy? Why trust in reverse? What's the outcome of this energy? Yeah. If you believe, I can't make it up. You had to learn how to believe in what you couldn't fully trust, what you couldn't fully see. So maybe even you at one point wasn't sure if, you know, angels exist, and is the spirit realm real? There is a higher power? Is there a universal intelligence running this thing? Like, oh, or is it aliens? Like, I don't know. It's like maybe at one point you were very skeptical. You've overcome that. Because you now understand the power, I feel like, of your own mind, and how maintaining that mentality will block you from the abundance that you're meant to receive. You had to fight through that, warrior, and stand strong. You could have maybe been born into a family that did not believe in a higher force, but you strongly did. Many earth angels are born into those kind of karmic dynamics with families, so I'm not surprised by that. It's like, if you believe, if you allow yourself to exist beyond that, then yeah, anything is possible. So you've broken free from some sort of narrow-mindedness that might have been passed down or might have had your paternal lineage bound. You've unbound that, which is beautiful. Show me a little bit more about this. Yeah, and now you're going to have an improved health. I'm trying to tell you. This situation will improve. Improving health. Big happy changes. You believed in a healthier way of existence, or maybe to some degree, some of y'all maybe will start to see how that distrust or disconnect or hardened heart towards the spirit realm actually affected the health of your family or of that paternal lineage. Like, their inability to be open in the heart that way, open in the mind that way, has brought about certain ailments. So again, it's something about that you're cleansing up, or you've been clearing out, that will see its completion. That cleansing and clearing cycle will see its completion over the next 7 days, because you got healing out here twice. Okay, last confirmation and answer to the outcome of this energy from my earth angels tuning in. Yeah, you had the courage to choose a new direction, because it was unlikely that anyone else was going to do it. That's what I mean. You were destined for this work. You were destined to be in this position. Although, yes, like I said, maybe you didn't intend to take on so much. But the fact that you've made that compromise to clear out that karmic energy, to heal from the distrust in spirit, you're going to see a lot in your world and in your life improve, because you chose that new direction. You didn't choose to follow the environment. You chose to follow your spirit. Follow what you felt. Maybe that's, again, the emotions that are coming in. Okay? Alrighty, my loves. I really do hope that you enjoyed this message and that it provided some sort of clarity, confirmation, insight, or guidance that you maybe need over the next 7 days from whenever you see this. I thank you again for tuning in. I appreciate you. Everything you need to know about this channel is in the description box below. If you want to book your own angel and ancestor message with me, you can do so at the website link down below as well. All right, and I'm excited to get into these weekly messages here on our new channel. Again, check out Cusp of Roses. If you're born on a zodiac cusp, and even if you're not, you can still resonate if you have a lot of that transformational, transiting energy in your natal chart. Okay? This definitely could be a channel and a message for you, so check them out both. I really do appreciate y'all, okay? And I'll see you next week. Namaste.